Today we're here on a 200 hectare property, Runnymede Farm. It's situated between the Peel Harvey and the Leishnot catchment. So we're starting a project to improve soil health and store carbon in soils on small farms across southwest WA.
So, carbon is only one small part of a much bigger functioning system, but it is something that we can measure, and if we're increasing the amount of carbon in our soils, then by default everything else is improving around it.
Storing carbon in soils is kind of a mitigation or a remediation process to draw down that atmospheric carbon to lock it into organic carbon in the soil.
It's really wonderful to meet people who recognise that by increasing the health of our farmland, it actually, the ecosystem services which that provides is enormous. As farmers, we manage so much of the land across Australia, and if we can make those systems healthier, the flow-on effect to our environment and our communities is enormous.
Today we're taking some baseline soil samples. We have a team here that are taking cores, intact cores, from 0 to 60 centimetres, and then cores that are 0 to 10 centimetres. So the larger cores will be assessing the carbon levels, and those smaller cores will be assessing nutrients that are needed for agronomic productivity.
As part of this testing, we've got 8 different sites, which are 8 different paddocks, and we've made sure that we've selected different types of soil types across those paddocks. So we're very fortunate here at Runnymede to have everything from Bassendean sands through to really heavy clays. So by testing all of those different soil types, we'll be able to get a reflection of what our practices are doing in those different soil types. And that also makes it more applicable to more properties across Western Australia, because people have a demonstration of what things might look like in their space.
Today is the baseline sampling. We'll then be trying to change some of the management practices to increase the amount of carbon that we have in the soil. So this will include the use of a SOILKEE Renovator,
which is quite an innovative renovating and seeding machine developed in Australia by Niels Olsen, and really quite innovative by creating disturbance in the soil, so strips of tillage, but leaving the tracks in between untouched, and so all of our biology can thrive and then move into an area which is suitable for seeds to germinate and get going. So it really takes the best of both worlds. It takes the best of what we get from our tillage in creating that seed bed, but doesn't do what conventional tillage does, which is destroys our fungus and our soil structure, and so you get the rapid growth with very few inputs, but through supporting biology.
We will sample again in 1 year's time. In between that, we'll use the SOILKEE Renovator, we'll use our multi-species. We'll be trying to get those practices to build the soil carbon and for nutrients to cycle in that soil.
The ideal outcome for the project is to get people to consider innovative ways and what changes they can make in the farming systems to reduce our reliance on external inputs, which not only can have a negative impact on our waterways from runoff, but also impact the profitability of our farming systems.
And our aim is always to improve the environmental conditions, because farming must be profitable and productive whilst benefiting the environment. We're quite concerned about the levels of phosphorus that are currently in our soils and enter waterways. So if we can get those phosphorus to cycle in the soil and be used for plant production rather than being lost to the waterways, then it's a win for the farmers and a win for us. It's an exciting project, and we're here to see what changes are possible in carbon storage and nutrient cycling, and then we can take this information and help other farmers in the southwest of WA.